Hey, what's up, guys? I figured I would add a face cam to this kind of stuff from here on out if I'm not feeling lazy. I just wanted to do a pickup update. I have a couple lot videos coming. Uh, this is just the card base here. What I've been doing with cards because I haven't really made many card videos lately. It's not really like my go-to for my channel, but I was on a kick there. But I've ordered some reserve list, some vintage. And I recently got into like buying the vintage Pokemon and the modern sets. I got what I want. Probably will be the end of that unless the prices recede back. You know, they came down a bit, so I figured it was time to jump in and expand my Pokemon collection. Like I said, it's not thoroughly my go-to, but I'm gonna show that off too. I have a bunch of Atari games coming, which I'm adding to my retro collection. Um, and I have a whole set of beta lands coming for Magic the Gathering. I'm really excited for that. All of them are in like light played condition. There's a few that are heavily played, very few. So that's great. You know, they're estimated to go up over $100 in the next couple of years. Who knows if it'll happen? But I'm gonna slowly add some basic lands to my collection. But okay, this is just Force of Will. This is just off ball stuff. I found low priced. It's what it was. This is like I haven't really made a video since May, June. I think I opened some Flesh and Blood back in beginning of June, and haven't really ordered any. Haven't really ordered much for about what man, June, July, August, about 3 months. This is all I really ordered off and on. Like I found these Sarah Angels for $1 a piece, revised. I have like 40 of her now. I just keep adding her. I would love to own a beta or an alpha, but the prices are just insane. Kudzu, reserve list here. I need to get a play set. I need one more, but these were underpriced. Demonic Attorney, underpriced. All reserve list. Contract from Below, prices fell. I nabbed two more of those. More Sarah Angels. White Hunter from the Dark. I only buy lightly played unless it's like a good eBay deal or something and someone accepts an offer. Um, this one is like MP to LP, which whatever. Sometimes it happens. Everyone's ratings are different. This is a nice classic dark card. Reserve list. Reserve list. Good card. Not cheap. Um, Prices fell down a bit a little while back. Nabbed one. Reserve list. This was like $1, way underpriced. Dark Pact fell a bit. Nabbed two of those. They're back up already, I think. Some Legends cards. Wall of Peach of Flesh. I thought it was an awesome looking card. It's disgusting. And more reserve list. And just separate them out because they're not all reserve list, unfortunately. So you get the gist there. And here's a good story. I have a bunch of Pokemon cards to show you then too. This is a bulk lot I bought. Okay, I went on the TCG and a vendor had like 40 of these listed, light played, for like half the price, like 50 cents. So I ordered them all. They're worth like $1. They fluctuate between 70 cents and $1, but I think I paid 70 cents for this lot. There was another lot of Elven Liars I ordered. It was like 45 cards light played for it's like $22 for like 22.50 for like 45 of them, 50 cents, and they're not listed below $1 right now. And they never sent the lot to me. They banned me from buying from them off TCG because they said I was taking advantage of their inventory. When in reality, I literally did a Fallen Empires reserve list search for like 5 minutes and found both lots listed and ordered them. But I guess people go around and take advantage of that stuff. Like, you know, who's not going to do that? But I guess people like intentionally do that a lot to like inventories. And they picked me out as one of those people. I really wasn't. But they sent this lot, and I think the next lot never showed up. So after a month, I got a refund for like $22.50. I wanted the lot. It was 45 cards, and they're not listed below $1. That's why I bought them. You know, they were all 50 cents. in the reserve list. I know Fallen Empires was overprinted, blah, blah, blah. But I contacted them and they're like, sorry for the inconvenience. We blocked you because we feel certain people are taking advantage of our inventory, blah, blah, blah. Like, why are you? It's your fault you listed it, bro. Like, that's on you. So, whatever. I don't care. It's just one vendor. There's a million of them. But I really wasn't doing anything shady. But they never sent the other lot. And when I contacted them, they blamed it on their post office. They flagged me and then just said the next order was shipped and never shipped it. That's as plain and simple as day, dude. They didn't send it out. And it's crazy because it's a big vendor. I'm not going to name names, but like, I'm sure they make tons of money. They have tons of inventory and they're going to cry over like, they literally would have lost like $18 on that lot. So that's that. But yeah, like I said, I got a whole set of basic beta lands coming. Not cheap. Adding that to my collection. I'm going to slowly add a couple cards here and there when I can. I'll make a video for that. And then I'm going to make an Atari lot with some Nintendo games that I bought. Because I'm going to start expanding my retro collection behind me. And in due time, that'll happen. It's not cheap. Like, you know, the games I used to have that I lost in time or lent to family members and never got back. I'm not going to go out and just buy them because it'd be quite expensive. I'd love to do that, but I'd like to find them out in the wild, you know, get them really cheap, but that is not easy to do. This was added to get free shipping. It's not anything special. Same with Tapu Koko and Primarina. My story is like, I had my cards when I was 11, you know, I have a video up of my old collection. I'm not big on the new Pokemon, like this kind of stuff. Any of the new Pokemon, I know nothing about it. These were added to get free shipping. I know this isn't a cheap card, but there was a card I wanted, so I threw it in. I'm not buying a bunch of modern stuff. Just, these were the cheapies that are, you know, these aren't necessarily cheap, but the ones, you know, that are vintage from when I was a kid. Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno, Alakazam. This is a secret that was underlisted. Anything underlisted and I check prices, I'll throw it in. The one thing I do get a kick out of from the new modern sets, the full art supports. I really like them. I'd like to keep adding these in time if the prices fall. I mean, they're not cheap. They were a lot more expensive. They fall. Like this was a $10 card. It's down to like $3, stuff like that. I would not recommend buying the new sets because everything's overpriced for the first month to few months, and then they drop, right? This is the only secret card I have. You'll notice I didn't go out and buy, you know, full arts, alternate arts, secrets. It gets very expensive, and I didn't care. I just wanted, you'll see when I get to it. But yeah, I just have some full art trainers. I like those. Those I do like in the modern sets. The new Pokemon, I couldn't care less about. You'll see these are all like vintage Pokemon. Vaporeon, Flareon, Jolteon, Ninetales. Just the vintage Pokemon. Ditto, Lapras, Mr. Mime, Snorlax. So you get where I'm going with this. And then the big boys. This cost me a pretty penny to buy the rest of these cards here. And I have some more Pikachu on the way and like Kangaskhan, which is a low end. Dragonite, love him. Like I said, Pikachu VMAX, not cheap. Fat Pikachu, I had to have him. The secrets, I'm not paying the secret price, but Fat Pikachu, had to have him. The tag team cards, not cheap, but they're cool. I have some more Pikachu coming, but I have enough to show off here. Raichu, Mewtwo, love Mewtwo. Yeah, it gets a little expensive starting to buy, you know, team cards and just like the vintage Pokemon. Charizard team, Reshiram and Charizard, both of them. Like I said, I'm not going for the secret or the full arts. I don't really like the full art cards personally. I'd like to have them just as far as collecting goes, but I don't like the way they look personally. Charizard and Braxton, both of those. A lot of the lower end Charizard cards. This card was listed as light played. It came pretty beat up. I was upset. I didn't really dock any, stars. I gave him a full rating because, everyone's ratings are different, but it wasn't like necessarily cheap. So, and it's a cool card. He looks more demonic in this one, and it came a little beat up. So whatever. More Charizards. Got Blastoise, one of my favorite Pokemon when I was a kid. VMAX team full art. That's the one full art I didn't buy. It wasn't too expensive. I think that's a full art. I had to learn a lot of this. The GX, EX, VMAX, secrets, full arts. I didn't know any of this, a couple weeks ago. This has been like the past 2 to 3 week kick, and I'm already gonna be done with it. Venusaur, VMAX, Venusaur, tag team cards. Like I said, all these together, it was not cheap, but I wanted to add them to my collection. And that's all of them. Those were the big boys. So yeah, you see what I was doing. I was just basically, I'm expanding my Pokemon collection because it was just, base set, fossil, and jungle, and I have all the hollows from them. They're not first edition or shadowless, unfortunately. I do have a first edition Dragonite, which is my prized possession as far as when I was a kid. So I expanded my Pokemon collection a bit here. Got some more reserve list, yada yada yada. You get the deal. I will show off the beta lands when I get them. I have a lot of 13 coming, and I have a couple beat up ones coming from eBay. 2 fogs. They sold them way under listed. Like, you can get some deals if you make offers and haggle with people. Sometimes you can get really good deals. Like 2 damaged fog beta cards go for like at least $10, $12 minimum. That's damage, but I got 2 heavily played for like $8, like that kind of stuff. If I can nab those kind of deals, I'll get them all day. I'm like I said, my whole collection's light played to near mint, but on eBay, I might expand to some more heavier played stuff if people are just trying to get rid of product. But yeah, you can see that's what I've been doing. Nothing crazy like I was doing back before May. I'm rambling now, but I will have a game lot video or 2 coming up. The beta lot video, and then that'll probably be it for a while unless I keep buying retro games. I don't know, like Atari's an easy market, but when you get into like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and N64, if you want to get the really iconic vintage games, it gets really pricey. And I don't want to just go out and spend a bunch of money, because if I can find them, locally at yard sales or something, or thrift stores, that might be my go-to. And it's depressing knowing all the games I've lost, I've recouped a lot of my collection from like the attic, but there's a lot of games just I have no clue where they are. You guys probably know how that goes. A lot of my friends don't have any other cards or video games from when they were a kid. I mean, it just, people sell it, gets lost, damaged, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, this video is long enough. Hopefully you enjoyed. That's where I've been with my collection. If you're new to this channel, it's a gaming, it's everything. I'm way all over the place with it, but I don't care. But there's a lot of box openings, retro video games, vintage Magic pickups, my old Pokemon collection. All that stuff is logged in the YouTube channel. Check it out. But yeah, take it easy, guys.